Ms. Lepsy, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you again.
You too.
It's been a minute since Maryland.
I know.
How long have you been at Peach State?
I've been there a little bit over a year now.
Wow, 1 year. That's very exciting.
I know it is. I'm still taking in a lot, but it's very rewarding to be in this role.
Definitely. I bet. So what really inspired you to meet with me today?
Well, our IT systems work well at what they do now, but unfortunately they're too expensive to keep running. With our increased costs in other departments, there's pressure from the executive office to explore more cost-effective options. We also can't help but notice that there are areas we can improve upon, but with so many products on the market, it's been a challenge to narrow down what works best for our business.
Definitely. That's actually a very real concern that a lot of our clients come to us with. Now, is there anything in particular that you think that you guys would improve on off the top of your head?
Yes, so our inventory management system takes up like about 20% of the IT budget. We've done some in-house research, but haven't found a solution that works for us quite yet.
Okay. Now, how much exactly are you trying to cut out of that budget exactly?
We're looking to reduce our budget, which is $5 million, by 4% the next fiscal year.
4%. Okay,
Yeah.
That's a decent amount for sure. Is there a timeline you're looking at for getting that done at all, or?
Well, we present our action plan in the beginning of November, but we hope for it to transition before the new year.
Okay. So we've got a little bit of time. So there's definitely a little bit of area where you'll definitely have to get some work done.
Yeah.
Get that figured out. You mind if I show you a little bit of what we have?
Yeah, no problem. I'd love to see.
All right. So right here, you can see what Gartner really is it comes down to three main functions of what you get when you join our family. So it starts with the self-assessment tool. You have access to the Gartner research, and you also have access to an executive partner.
Okay.
So you explained to me that it's been really hard to really try and find a product that works for Peach State.
Yeah.
Really. There's a lot on the market, but it's really hard to narrow down what works specifically for that institution in general. So that's where Gartner research comes in. So with Gartner research, you don't just have access to data from your competitors. You have access to data worldwide, the largest repository of IT data that's out there on the market. So you can rest assured know that you're getting the best quality data that's out there for your research.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, you had mentioned that a big objective for this next fiscal year is going to be getting that budget down. And that's where the self-assessment tool is going to be very valuable for you. So you can see here with our self-assessment tool, this is a lot of information that you can generate in that report. 27 pages.
Wow.
Now, you can generate all this data within 20 minutes of plugging in what you want to see and what your numbers are, and it'll automatically be generated within the tool, so you won't have to do any of the back end on that report. It's very extremely helpful. Lastly is our executive partner. Now, the executive partner is actually an industry professional that will be at your disposal as a resource for you to be able to use if you ever need any sort of guidance or any kind of decision making in your role as CIO at Peach State. You had mentioned you've only been in that role for a year. I'm sure that's hard for you to try to find somebody to look up to.
Exactly.
Definitely. So that's where having an industry professional on your side can be extremely beneficial for you and your department, for sure. Are there any objections that you might have so far?
Yeah, I have a few. So I trust the resources and reputation that Gartner has, but I'm just a little hesitant to outsource this level of decision making.
Definitely. I can definitely understand why that may be a concern to you. So you mentioned outsourcing that decision making. So think of Gartner is really an extension of your IT department. That executive partner is actually a former CIO at a company. So this is really somebody who's in the industry, knows what's going on, and knows the day-to-day and the big long-term problems that you're probably going to face in your role as CIO. So you can be rest assured and confident that you're getting very solid guidance there.
That does make me feel a little bit better.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, it does.
All right. Anything else?
I'm also just having a hard time justifying the cost because this seems like a proven process, but the fact of the matter is there's other proven companies that are probably like a lot cheaper.
Definitely. That's really not something that I can argue with. There are companies out there like Gartner that are cheaper and probably will give you a good result. And I'm not denying that at all. But what I can tell you for sure is that they don't have the largest repository of information and the resources that Gartner has, because that is something that we can hold to our name, that we do have. So you can know that you are getting the best possible information out there when you go with us. Actually, if you want to look right here, this is actually some information you might like. So this is actually North Alabama's report, actually, from what we were able to do within 2 years to their IT department, increasing profitability by this much. So the IT department is really not just something that just goes in the background and is kind of the cogs working, but it's really a revenue builder for your business.
That's amazing. Those are great.
And this is something that they were able to do utilizing the tools that I presented to you. And this is something I helped Tim with.
This is pretty convincing. Thank you for providing me with this. I like to keep this to show to my boss.
Definitely. So how do you feel about everything so far?
I think Gartner could be a great fit for Peach State. I know it might be hard to sell to my boss, but I think it's worth continuing the conversation.
Okay, definitely. So what we can do moving forward is I can put together some more research materials, and from there, do you think a time maybe Wednesday next week in the afternoon, anytime in the afternoon work for you?
That sounds good. Wednesday is good. I'll just have to let you know what time.
Okay, perfect. So I'll go ahead and compile some stuff for you and your boss to look over, and I'll reach out with a recap email.
Awesome. That's
and we
great.
can meet up next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for meeting with me. It was great.
Thank you. Thank God.